want to introduce to you a brilliant woman, a daughter of Louisville, fighter for justice, someone who's unapologetic, and I'm so proud to know her. We are so proud to know her at Until Freedom. Please welcome Lanita Baker, Esquire, who is one of the attorneys representing the Breonna Taylor family. We're also joined by Tamika Palmer, the mother of Breonna Taylor, Bianca Austin, who's the aunt of Breonna Taylor, and also nationally recognized, one of the most brilliant freedom fighters in this country, someone who unapologetically fights for Black people and all people every single day, Benjamin Crump, Esquire. Yes.
United we stand, divided we fall. Yes. That's the motto for the state of Kentucky. United we stand, divided we fall. And in this fight, the fight that we're currently in right now, that's the only way we're going to get through it. All of us have to stand together to get to the finish line, to stop the attack on Blackness in America. To get there, we can't have irresponsible people who call themselves leaders telling us to withhold our vote. Yes. Because it's more important than the race that's just at the top of the ballot. We have races down the ballot. And in Kentucky, are we calling those people down the ballot to say, hey, where do you stand on Breonna's law that's been introduced? Are you going to vote in favor of Breonna's law? And if they say yes, they need to state it publicly so that everyone knows where they're standing. Right. Now is not the time for silent allies. It's not. We can't accept you being on the sideline saying we support you. We need you to stand up. We need you to be vocal. We need you to vocalize that support. To say it's not right to bust into someone's home. It's not right that our police officers are not being drug tested after any officer-involved shooting. It's not right that police departments get to investigate themselves when they are the aggressors. Right? And in order to stop this behavior, we have to change the laws. So that we don't have another Breonna Taylor. So that we don't have another Philando Castile. So that we don't have another Alton Sterling. So that we don't have another Jacob Blake. We have to change the laws so that we can quit having the hashtags. So united we stand, divided we fall. And that's where we have to do it at the ballot box in November. I'm going to turn it over to Attorney Benjamin Crump, my co-counsel.
Tamika's been a little shy this morning, but y'all, let's give her love. And thank you to Attorney Lanita Baker, one of the best kept secrets in Louisville, Kentucky.
Not anymore, baby.
I know.
Black women anymore.
Amen.
She's Mayor Big all the time.
Y'all starting something.
Okay.
It is certainly appropriate that we're here until freedom, and so grateful to the leaders, Queen Tamika Mallory, Queen Linda, my son, the General, and all the leaders of this great organization to have us at Simmons College. You see, Reverend Bryant, this follows the precedence that has been set before how we achieve change in our community. It's when the educators, the preachers, the lawyers, and the activists all come together for a common purpose. And the purpose is to speak up for our children, to stand up for our children, and to fight for our children. Because if we don't do it, we can't expect anybody else to do it for our children. So thank you, Until Freedom, for leading the way. And it is with a very heavy heart that we're here. I think it has been alluded to what happened in Lafayette, Louisiana, with Trayford Pellerin. Even though they are grieving and heartbroken, Tamika, they ask that I let you know that you're in their prayers. Because you all, as I'm sure many who are gathered behind us, are in a fraternity that no parent wants to be in. You saw that video. I mean, he had 11 officers falling behind him, and they thought the only thing they can do to de-escalate a man who is having a mental health crisis is to put 11 bullets in his body. And it's all on video. But yet, they continue to try to justify this legalized genocide of colored people. And then you all just saw Tez in Wisconsin. You saw Jacob Blake, and I was talking to his father, his namesake, Jacob Blake Sr. And as hard as it was for him to think about his son being shot 7 times point blank range, while the officer was holding on to his t-shirt.
Yes, sir.
My son. I mean, what he said, Reverend Green, the hardest thing he was dealing with is that his 3 grandsons, his 3-year-old grandson, his 5-year-old grandson, and his 8-year-old grandson was in the car as his father attempted to get into the vehicle. And they did this in front of them. Now, can you imagine what kind of psychological problems these babies are going to have for the rest of their lives? Sean, we call it racial battle fatigue. I mean, we saw it throughout our history. We saw it with Emmett Till. We saw it with Raquel Boyd in Chicago. My Lord, we saw it with Trayvon Martin in Sanford, Florida. All the way up to Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, and Breonna Taylor. So I joined my co-counsel attorney Lanita Baker in saying, we gotta act. We can't let people divide us. We got to be united because they picking us off. They picking us off one by one. I mean, think about the names who they picked off. The Laquan McDonalds, the Alton Sterlings, the Philando Castilles, the Sandra Blands, the Atiana Jefferson, the Eric Gardner, the first I Can't Breathe case. I mean, and the Mike Brown, Tamir Rice, Freddie Gray, Trayvon Martin, Rayshard Brooks, Raquel Boyd, Sandra Bland, Stephon Clark, Ayanna Stephon Jones, 7 years old, in her apartment, just like Breonna was, a no-knock raid.
Pam Turner.
Oh my God, Pam Turner. One of the worst executions. They picking us off, brothers and sisters. And if we don't get united, all of us get united with a plan. They might pick your child off next.
Come on, Attorney Crop.